A man called my auto repair shop and told me he would post 50 fake one-star reviews within a week unless I paid him $4,000. He said it casually, like he was quoting me a price for an oil change. I asked him to repeat himself slowly. He did. Every word of it recorded on a line I had set to record incoming calls for exactly this kind of situation. I am Theodore. I am 47, and I have owned a small auto repair shop in suburban Denver for 11 years. We have built our reputation almost entirely on online reviews, a 4.8-star rating across more than 600 reviews that took over a decade to accumulate, one satisfied customer at a time. That rating is the primary reason new customers choose us over the two larger chain shops nearby. The call came on a Tuesday morning. The man identified himself only as a representative of an online reputation consulting service. He explained that for a fee, his service could ensure my business maintained a positive online presence. When I told him I was not interested, his tone changed immediately. He told me that businesses who declined his services sometimes experienced a sudden wave of negative reviews from accounts his network controlled, and that this typically dropped a shop's rating significantly within days. He suggested I think about it and call him back within the week. I asked him what would happen if I simply reported the call to Google. He laughed and told me Google removed maybe 1 in 20 fake review reports, and that by the time anything was removed, the damage to my rating would already be done. He was not wrong about how slow that process can be. He was, however, very wrong about something else entirely. 18 months earlier, after a dispute with a customer who had threatened to leave a false review over a refund disagreement, I had set up call recording on our business line specifically for situations involving threats or extortion attempts. Every word of his offer, his threat, and his timeline was sitting in a recorded file the moment he hung up. I contacted my state's Attorney General Consumer Protection Division the same afternoon and filed a report. I also contacted the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, since this kind of review-based extortion scheme frequently operates across state lines and sometimes internationally, which gives federal authorities jurisdiction that a single state cannot always claim alone. What I learned during the following months was that this exact scheme had been reported by other small business owners in at least 6 states. The investigation connected my recorded call to a coordinated network operating through disposable phone numbers and fake review accounts purchased in bulk from overseas click farms. My recording was the first piece of evidence in the entire multi-state investigation that captured a complete, unambiguous extortion demand in the caller's own voice, with a specific dollar amount and a specific threat timeline. The FBI traced the network to an operator running the scheme against small businesses in 11 states, generating an estimated $600,000 in extortion payments from business owners who had decided paying was easier than fighting. He was charged with extortion, wire fraud, and conspiracy across federal jurisdiction. He pleaded guilty as part of a plea agreement that required him to identify the remaining members of his network in exchange for a reduced sentence. He was sentenced to 4 years in federal prison. My shop's rating never dropped. I never paid him a single dollar. And 11 other small business owners who had already paid him out of fear were notified that restitution proceedings had been opened on their behalf. I want every small business owner watching this to understand something simple. If anyone ever threatens your business with fake reviews unless you pay them, that is a federal crime, not a negotiation. Record the call if your state allows single-party consent recording. Report it to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center immediately. The fear that this works on is the fear that no one will believe you or that nothing will be done. Something was done. 11 businesses are getting their money back because one shop owner asked a stranger to repeat himself slowly. If you believe small businesses deserve to be protected from people who profit off fear, subscribe. A new story of justice every single week. I will see you there.